right, how we doing? Going to get into heaven today. Different levels of heaven. So you go through the scripture and you come up with um, three, from what I understand, from what I can see. There's three different heavens, right? So you have the atmosphere that we see would be one. Then the outer space, stars, planets and things like that. That would be heaven two, and then you would have the heaven of God, right? So where God is. So you get these three different levels of heaven, right? And the the part I want to go over is so if you get into Daniel chapter 10 verse 12, and you'll read that there's a point where Daniel's he's praying, and he's waiting for God to hear his prayers, and then an angel shows up and tells Daniel that he had been trying to get to Daniel. So he had heard his prayer since day one, and he had been trying to get to Daniel, but he was opposed by the devil. And the archangel Michael had to come down and help him to get through, so that he could come down and basically talk to Daniel about his prayers and give him what he needed. In other words, telling you that when you pray to God, that there is a potential waiting period where you may pray to God and your answer may be sent through an angel or however, and the devil is there to oppose this answer. In other words, trying to intercept your prayer to God, trying to intercept your relationship with God. So this is the power of the devil again that we're talking about, which this almost, in other words, this also shows that the devil has a kingdom. Now, this kingdom at the same time could potentially be in heaven. Out of the three heavens that we're aware of, the devil's kingdom could be in between God's heaven and our earth. And he's there trying to stop prayers from getting to God, or stop angels from bringing down the answers, or whatever it may be. So when you're praying to God and it's taken months and months for you to feel like you've satisfied your prayer, it could potentially be the devil just slowing down the information, right? But if he has a kingdom that's in heaven battling with the angels, I mean that's a major situation, because in the Bible we read all the time there's Satan has a kingdom, right? I mean it's said all the time that Satan has a kingdom. Now we know of him as the prince of this world, the god of this earth, and that doesn't literally mean that maybe this is his kingdom. Now this might be where he lives and where he's at, but if you go to the book of Job, he shows up with God and all the angels, and God's like, what are you doing here? And he's basically saying, oh, I'm just traveling from heaven to earth, and back and forth, just doing what I got to do. So that gives you the sense that the devil has the power to move from earth to heaven. So those rights haven't been taken away from him, apparently. At least that's what this seems like, to me, because we're always talking about the devil having a kingdom, and we've seen many instances where the devil, he does these things. takes Jesus up high and shows him the kingdom, right? So, he has the power to just kind of travel around, going from heaven to earth, and to and fro is the way that Satan actually puts it. Maybe when you're really deep in your prayer, and it feels like time is really going by, and you need God more than anything. Don't forget that there's an opposing force out there that's looking to shut you down. He's looking to shut God down. Now he's always going to fail, right? But he's out there to make you wait, to make you suffer.